Hey guys! So this is going to be a two-part series. In the first video, I'm going to talk about virtual idols in the K-pop industry. And in the second video, I'll take a look into the J-pop industry because I find it very interesting how each industry's fans react to these kind of idols. So I'm not someone that's super into virtual idols in K-pop. I think the idea is pretty cool. I've listened to a KDA song. I've even checked out Maeve's debut. I'm interested to see where the concept goes and how it evolves, but as it stands now, I'm just a passive observer. And I think for the most part, a lot of people fall into that category. Not really all in, but excited to see where the technology goes. But just like other groups of idols, these virtual ones have their critics. Though I would say theirs are a little unique. There are the people that are just not interested in the concept, which yeah, not everything appeals to everybody, so fair. Then there are the vocal minority that act as if these idols will ruin the industry as a whole. A bit dramatic to me, but is there any validity to this concern? First, let's look into some of the points I've seen online that I don't really agree with. I've seen a lot of people refer to virtual idols as AI idols, which is incorrect. There is a very important distinction that we're going to have to make first between the term AI and virtual. First, some boring Google stuff. Google defines AI as the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, i.e., they're completely computer generated. There may be a human behind the program and a human that made the model, but the idol itself is a computer that includes their thoughts, actions, and voice. Virtual is defined as existing, seen, or happening online or on a computer screen, rather than in person or in the physical world. They aren't computers themselves, just regular idols that are represented by a model. Or you can think of them as idols that exist only in a virtual space. One of the main concerns I've seen regarding virtual idols in K-pop is that people don't want to support an inauthentic product made by a company, which is wildly ironic. All idols are products. They train for years, and when they finally debut, are expected to present their best possible selves. Everything an idol does is done in a way to avoid public scrutiny, so that they can appeal to as wide of an audience as possible. The purpose of this being so that they can sell us stuff, whether that be music, skincare items, or even their own personalities, so that we'll want to see them more on variety shows or in hosting positions. I'm not really sure what about this seems authentic to people with this argument. Some people feel like virtual idols are trying to replace real-life idols, which to me is just never going to happen. Although there are real people behind the avatars, a lot of K-pop fans just aren't going to be able to connect to virtual idols like they would actual idols. Meaning, although they may enjoy the songs and the music videos, they would be way less likely to buy things like CDs, photo cards, and light sticks. Also, virtual idols probably require a lot of money to make. And the fact that companies don't have to spend money on things like food and housing won't be worth the risk because virtual idols are just so niche in K-pop. So if companies are not seeing a profit like they would with real-life idols, they're way less likely to take the risk of producing a fully virtual group. I think a more likely reality is that we'll see more groups like Superkind or aespa, where the virtual idols will be either working with the real-life idols, or the group will have a concept where they'll have virtual counterparts. Now on to a few points that I've read where I can actually understand some of the pushback when it comes to these idols. A lot of people don't like the idea of stagnant, unchanging idols, which is something I can actually agree with. I like seeing how idols improve in certain areas. Like, sure, the singer behind the avatar can get better, and though I would be happy for them, me personally, it wouldn't feel as meaningful, because I wouldn't feel as connected to the singer. The avatar would act as like a barrier, which some people would be able to appreciate, but I can't when it comes with K-pop. Also, though it may be weird, I enjoy seeing how people age. There is so much beauty that comes with age, and so many different concepts that you can try out and switch between when you're older. For example, Twice has a much more sophisticated and mature aura now compared to when they debuted and did more cute concepts. They are still free to do those cute concepts. I think the Feels had a really cute vibe to it. But they can also change it up and give us more mature beauty like Moonlight Sunrise or Fancy. I don't see virtual K-pop idols being able to give us that same duality. Sure, they can try, but it won't feel as earned to me. Now, this is something that will change as the technology progresses. We're currently at the worst state we're ever going to be in for virtual idol technology. But as it stands now, all of the virtual K-pop idols that I've seen have really creepy expressionless faces, especially the more realistic that they try to make them, like Eternity. Which not only triggers my uncanny valley fight or flight response, but it also takes away something that I didn't even realize that I really love about watching artists perform. And that's the joy of performing. You can tell immediately when an idol really loves a song that they're promoting, or when they really blend together well with the group that they're a part of. And that's something that virtual idols just can't replicate in K-pop. At least not yet. Even if the talents themselves are having fun, I still feel a weird disconnect because of the avatar. I feel like they just aren't able to show their full range of talent. The idol space is going to change. It always is and always will. Just like other industries, it follows the trends of the generation. With virtual tech being more available, I'm not surprised companies are testing it out to see what they can do with it. I think we're definitely going to see more integration of the technology, but nothing too crazy. At the end of the day, companies are looking at us and our response to gauge whether or not virtual idols are a worthwhile investment. So continue to vote with your views, dollars, and likes. And let's worry less about actual AI taking over. It's inevitable anyway. I'm joking. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I want to start uploading every Monday and Friday, so if you like this one, maybe think about subscribing so that you don't miss the next one. Okay, bye!